Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm just gonna pull on some energy for our New Year's portal that's coming up December 31st as well as the 1st of January in 2023. So hopefully you can hear me okay. This is still very rudimentary over here as far as setup is concerned. So now I did my best to research this portal, as all portals do have significance to those who have been awakening and their clairs and sensitivities to overall collective energy being more receptive for pretty much all of us, right? However, there isn't much on this particular portal I could find that was specific to the upcoming year. So I'll just give a basic rundown of what the portal is about specifically to the upcoming year as best as I can. You may want to watch other assessments of other light workers that may have access to or knowledge of more details than I do, as well as there may be nuances that may benefit your energy at this time. And of course, if there's anything you think may help the collective that you do know about this specific portal, by all means, please comment down below. It all helps the greater good after all. And of course, at the end, I will pull cards and see what guidance Spirit suggests we be aware of or need to focus on as well to gain more insight, okay? The New Year's portal marks not just the end of a year and the beginning of a new one, it is also about the 1-1 manifestation energy because of January 1st. It also has a 2-week-ish shadow period on either side, so the energy will be strong for about a month, and of course strongest closer to its peak on New Year's Eve. Global positioning is irrelevant as these portals open up to one's auric field, not Gaia's, but all fields, okay? 1 is a number reminding us to manifest wisely, to use our auras for the greater good, and that this energy is strong and to follow spirit. It's a sign of leveling up and to continue on your path. It also ushers us into 2023, which is a 7-year, which is all about spiritual growth, inner strength, and releasing fears. 7s are also about luck happening, which really is karma, low vibe or high vibe, or any in between, happening in divine timing. So with this energy, Spirit has got your back with your manifestations if in the highest good. And because luck can go both ways, if not, expect karmic return to happen quickly, especially with this being in the age of Aquarius as well. Even if we foul up and piss poorly manifest, no matter its size and strength, it will still be a blessing in disguise, as we will get to see karmic reaction happen faster, and thusly be a better teaching tool for those that are just coming online, so to speak, with their abilities, okay? The important thing to always remember is, 1, nothing happens to you, it happens for you, okay? 2, Earth is a classroom. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And 3, energy is fluid and has no agenda. Much of what we fear is an ego-based illusion. It's all frequency. Good and evil are concepts of singular one-lifetime egos existing in one singular dimension, coexisting with billions of similar separatist egos. Our authentic selves, on the other hand, are way smarter than that. Given all the lifetimes, their respective egos of yore, and dimensions they have access to and unity consciousness with, and always have your best interest in mind because, well, we can't exist in a dimension that is high frequency if your frequency is too low. Trust is the key. This portal's energy allows us to walk out of 2022 empowered and ready to face the unknown with the best intention, as well in a way that is for our highest and greatest, most loving good, in more of a solidarity kind of way, okay? So the best way to utilize this energy is all about the way and direction of how we manifest and seeing more immediate results, okay? So let's see what further guidance Spirit needs us to know for the general collective and maybe where we can focus more or at least take into consideration specifically or what to be aware of during this portal moving into the new year, okay? Let me pause and I'll change desks. All right, there we go. Hopefully the glare isn't too bad. So I thought we'd pull quite a few cards, and let's see here. I'm going to start with some Soul Journey lesson cards.
Because what we manifest usually has something to do with what we're learning, right? As well. Or what we're needing to learn. So let's just pull a few of these as reminders. All right, Spirit. What guidance do you have for the general collective at this time for the New Year's portal? For whom it will resonate for, whatever the time is divine, please and thank you. Okay. All right. And also pull from my notes too. This is going to be a little bit more off the cuff. First card out, we have surrender. You can see that, okay? I can release my need to control. Actually, I'm going to put it down below here. There's less glare on these cards here. All right. The second one is self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. All right. All right, that's too much glare. Hold on. Oh, no. It's not that one. I want to take advantage of all this beautiful sun, but the glare. Okay, there we go. You can still see, okay? All right. And we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay. We'll start with grief, since we're in alphabetical order here. Grief. Nothing is gone forever. Belief of loss is an illusion. The lesson of loss is to acknowledge the bonds of love never end, and we have not been abandoned. Acceptance in the heart that you will be reunited, and allow something beneficial from the experience that leads to deeper understanding. And self-esteem. I love how Spirit pulled these cards out in reverse alphabetical. That's funny. All right. Self-esteem. There is no one greater or lesser than you. This is a trap of the ego. Everyone is born with unique soul abilities. It may be that you're not in tune with these abilities and it's time to discover what you can do. This could also just mean that you might need to develop a little bit more, okay? I know it's a busy time of year and we tend to forget to do the spiritual stuff because the tangible is demanding our attention, especially with holidays and all the energies we're going to be around. So it's easy to forget kind of doing your self-care, right? Like your soul care as well. So this is probably just a good reminder for that, okay? Surrender. Understand the distinction between power and control. You have power of internal control, not external of others, other than leading by example. Surrender the illusion that you have control over others. Allow the universe to materialize what is needed for your highest soul growth at this time. So any of those messages could resonate for you at this time. I'm also going to pull a few from our mermaids. All right. This is the messages from the Mermaids deck by Karen K. Okay. If you're interested in any of the decks, I have done deck reviews on pretty much all of them, I think. All right, let's get through Spirit, please and thank you. Anything else we need to know at this time? All right. One more. Okay, I guess not. We're just doing two. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. The first one that came out is Free Spirit. This is all just about letting yourself loosely go out and discover what you can do and who you are, okay? And awareness. This is all about tapping into your discernment and your intuition and having those work in tandem, okay? And just being aware of everything, okay? Just kind of knowing where you're at. And I just noticed something. These two cards like connect together beautifully. Even the seaweed and the fish. So maybe it's going to be your free spirit will lead you into more knowledge of your awareness, okay? See if you can see that. I just noticed that. That's beautiful. All right, so I'm going to pull from the Halloween Oracle. And that seems a little silly, but this deck seems to cover quite a bit, and it probably will give some guidance. All right, Spirit, let's get one or two from the Halloween deck, please. Halloween Oracle. I think this one's by Stacy DeMarco. Oh, my God. We're doing that one. All right. Ooh, two skulls came out. I love it. All right. The first one that came out, oh, this is beautiful. First one that came out is Skull of Stars, Infinite Possibilities. And the second one that came out is the Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots. Infinite Possibilities just reminds you that anything is possible, that you got all these choices, a lot of options, and that you're made of the stuff of stars. So you can do anything that you can set your mind to, or your heart to, okay, in this case. And the Skull of Darkness just reminds you to just be mindful of your blind spots. You know, it might be time to do some shadow work. This would be a good time if you are still working on that, okay? Okay, let's pull a couple from the Wisdom of the Night, of the Oracle, the longest title, the next deck, okay? And I will read from the book on this one as well, okay? Pull from quite a few decks here. Lots of guidance. All right. All right, we got 3. Good, good, good. The first one that came out, I'm going to be making a mess here. All right. We have card number 41. 41 may be significant to you. That breaks down to a 5. 5s are all about transition. Belonging, House of the Night. Second card that came out, we have card number 50. I'm still looking at this glare. All right, the Moon. You also have that black cat there, so that means you are protected. The Moon's all about your intuition. And belonging is really just knowing your own sense, right? Like where you belong, who you really are, right? Your true authentic self. And number 48, which breaks down to a 12, which breaks down to a 3. Your ascended masters are guiding obedience, okay? There may be just a need to go with the flow with your tangible circumstances, but still be aware of where you need to be, right? And don't lose yourself. 41. Is there anything else? Let's pull from any other guidance here. Community of beauty, friendship, and secrets, only shared and known by chosen ones. You are chosen to belong. This symbol also tells you that you're in the right place now. You are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. The Moon. It's necessary to look beyond the obvious to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have a weird feeling that they mean something else altogether. You have this power. You are being asked to use it now. And 48, obedience. Even though you may not like authority right now, this is the time to obey what has already been set in motion. This is the time to learn the lay of the land and to follow the customs that keep things in order. Learn the steps of the dance before you attempt to change them to suit you. That's right. Going with the flow, right? The universe is going to open up something to you, but you can't fight against it, right? Otherwise, you'll piss poorly manifest and things will happen pretty quickly. So maybe that's just a reminder of that, okay? All right. Let's pull a couple actually from the chakra reading cards in case there's any healing that needs to be, any chakras that need some focus or reminder of to stay in balance. For those dealing with their shadow work and grief. All right, we got 3. First one out is card number 36, which breaks down to a 9, Divine Wisdom. Let's see if I can have some space here to put everything. We also have card number 14, it breaks down to a 5, Inner Strength. So I'm seeing Soul Star, I'm seeing Solar Plexus. All right, there we go. And Sacral Chakra, number 11, Manifestation number, Inspiration. So there's some creativity there. Divine wisdom. You have the divine wisdom of the universe available to you at all times. As you may know, you are deeply connected to and an expression of the divine light of the universe. This divine light has within it the powerful knowledge and wisdom of the cosmos. This light is all-knowing, wise, and all-loving, intelligent light. You are reminded at this time that this wisdom is at your fingertips, that you are made up of this wisdom, and that it runs through your blood. You can access it at will. If you have been searching for answers and guidance from sources outside of yourself, it's now time to look inward. It's time to tune in, connect to, and become aware of the divine wisdom that lies within. Trust the calling to deepen and awaken this aspect of yourself as you start to also trust the wisdom that comes to you. Take a moment in a quiet place, ask your questions, and listen to the voice inside your heart offering you the answers and singing the song of divine wisdom. The answers lie within the chambers of your own heart. Sometimes it can be challenging bypassing those crazy thoughts in your head in order to get to your heart. However, once you get that feeling in your body that everything is just right, you will know that you are there. Then it's a matter of trusting the process, and as it grows stronger, to use it just like a muscle. It's your time to flex your heart and listen to the divine wisdom it has to offer. It pulsates through every cell of your being, ready and waiting for you to awaken to its calling. Inner strength. This is a reminder that it's time to call on your inner strength. You have the ability to deal with anything in your life. We are all part of the universe, which has magnificent power and energy available to us at all times. You are being invited to connect to, acknowledge, and call upon the incredible strength that lies within you. Life may be challenging for you at present, and you are reminded that you do have the tools and the ability to conquer anything that comes your way. Whether it's an emotional, physical, mental, or spiritual challenge, know that you have strength to move through it and come out the other end empowered. It's time to trust that you are strong enough and courageous enough to move through this difficult time and learn some powerful life lessons. The universe is always giving you opportunities to build inner strength. It is up to you to take on the challenge and rise from the ashes. You may be required to look at your situation from a different point of view, or even be willing to let go of some old belief systems that are weakening your inner spirit. Whatever it is that you are being guided to do, make sure to listen and put it into action. You have the courage of a lion, and it's time to roar and embrace this part of you in its totality. And this card always looks like a mountain to me, even though it's a face, but it kind of reminds me of like the Grinch's mountain, doesn't it? Just a little bit. But really, it's a face right here, right? So you are strong. You're not cracking. You're strong. Mountains are always strong, right? Okay. Inspiration. It is time to get inspired. Find your passion and share it with the world. Inspiration is constantly flowing through and around you at all times and is inviting you to align with it and connect to its powerful and creative energy. What inspires you and makes your soul shine? It's time to surround yourself with inspiring people, books, experiences, and anything that infuses you with inspiration. Have you been feeling bored and stale? What do you love to do that brings you creative inspiration? Whatever it is that fills you with energy, it is now time to bring it into your world. When you are driven by inspiration, it brings motivation, joy, and happiness into your being. This wave of energy will bring forth amazing positivity to your world, allowing you to feel content and with a sense of purpose in your life. When you are inspired and living in this vibration, those around you benefit as the state of being is truly infectious, and you also start to inspire others. All right. With that, I'm kind of feeling, let's pull from our Shapeshifters deck because we haven't gotten a chance to really use it. And if there's anything else about our blind spots here that we need to know about, this would be a good deck for that. Anything that the moon will shine upon that's around us is specifically having to do with any of this obedience stuff as well. Spirit, please and thank you. I really wanted to flip. And we'll get one more. All right. First one out is Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire trust and confidence. Number 9. Can you see that okay? Okay, good. There's no glare. All right. You have become the protector, and you are a caretaker with a covenant for the vulnerable ones. You will now make choices that will inspire others to interact with smaller animals, children, and vulnerable ones in gentle and caring ways. You have shown yourself to be trustworthy, and so the magical creatures, the shapeshifters, and their friends now come to you. Rabbits are sacred to many witches. And I think we'll just go through all the animals in there because that has some meaning. You do have rabbits and raccoons and a deer. Oh, and a squirrel. I see him. And a chipmunk. She's holding a chipmunk. Okay. Rabbits are sacred to many witches, and the connection dates back to ancient times when the hare was associated with two great goddesses, Ostara and Andraste. Like these female deities, you are a protector. You have valor, courage, and fierce power, and you are one who will protect your people and other creatures. Beautiful. See, the deer shows that you're on your way to enlightenment through these gentle acts, and this purity of intent will have a ripple effect on the world around you. It is time for you to step up and protect others who are smaller and more fragile than you. This may be a reversal in roles for you, but the deer and the hare and the quiet, soft ones have chosen you because they trust that you can do this job. You may feel like an unlikely hero, and you may experience a completely unforeseen victory, but you can do it. You must take great steps now to live up to this honor and trust, and you will need that inner strength for that, okay? It will be simple for you while you remain in the forest, but when you venture out into the world once again, you'll make choices that support your animal friends. Make a commitment to protect animals by supporting wildlife, choosing cruelty products, and raising awareness of animal rights within your school and family. This could also just be a good time to do some more animal-related activities, right, that happen to be charitable as well, okay? You might actually get some divine wisdom through that, right? You know, you might have some signs or synchronicities pop up. The second card out is the fairy ring. New skills, advanced training, rapid improvements. Number 37. 37 is 10. 10's break down to our endings leading to new beginnings. So, all right. All right. Just going to skim. There we go. I was on the wrong card there for a second. It was on one before it. All right. Are these fairies playing with sweet animal companions, or are they fierce freedom fighters learning new skills? Even beings as adorable as they must learn new abilities. They must learn how to train the young ones and teach the skills they will need in the world of changes that we all live in. The Fae here are working with shape-shifting ones who take on forms to test the fairies' skills. When this circus gathers, it may look fun and simple for a frog to jump, or for a fairy to pick up a tiny chair and tame a friendly foe in the form of a mouse. But everything they are demonstrating is vital for their education and for their own families' futures. Learning new skills, advancing in your talents, sharpening your reactions and senses, and following discipline. There you go. Obedience. Okay, this has more to do with learning. Okay. And structure is important now. You are likely to take a course, study, and gain solid credentials in a field you are looking at longingly. There will be an examination in a field, a very important test of your skill, to assess your suitability for a task, role, vocation, and so forth. You must update and refresh your existing skills because things are changing, have changed, and will continue to change. This will excite you, and you will discover joy and purpose in learning new skills. The course you take will have to do with holistic health, witchcraft, rituals, or spell work, sensitivity and alertness. There's your awareness, okay? As well as the moon there, and belonging. Okay. The more flexible and adept you become in these areas, the more amazing your life will be every day. Train, work hard, and hold your head high. You will soon have a chance to demonstrate why these new skills are so vital and important to many more people than just you. So perhaps the new year is going to also unlock some learning potential for some new skill and ability that you will be adopting for your purpose, okay? And everybody's going to be fine-tuning everything. You're going to need to find some inspiration with that, and just pay attention to where the universe is guiding you on it, okay? Your third card out is the Fairy Bee. My life is sweet. This may be a little bit of a hint. The bee may be an indicator as well, okay? Number 6. Can you see that? Dang glare. Dang glare. There we go. And it's like, I don't want to cover up too many cards for you guys. It's cute. Okay. The Fairy Bee. Card number 6. I'm seeing a lot of 3s, 6s, and 9s as well. That may be significant to you. All right. A bee appearing in the beautiful natural world is a wonderful sign that true health is being restored to you. Bees speak of timeless wisdom, as in the ancient proverb, ask the wild bee what the druids know, and are adept at creating shapes, patterns, and of course, honey, which provides food, sweetness, a natural antiseptic, and aronizing healthful wax, and can be made into mead. It is also said that after completing the ritual of the labyrinth in ancient Crete, the priestesses of Aradne offered the initiates honeycomb to celebrate and acknowledge that all their needs would be met from that time forth. A bee can also symbolize abundance, but most important, it symbolizes that all you need is being provided. A love is sure to come. So things have been tough for a while. There seems to be a place where flow happens, but you just can't find your way into the stream. The fairy bee here is to show you where the honey is and how to attract the pollinators, the sacred messengers who can create the connections that you need. Have no doubt your life can be as sweet and sound as honey, as healthy, strong, and productive as bees, and as busy doing something you love as theirs. And at the end of the time of busyness that's heading your way, the inertia and feeling of being left out of one's life secrets will have been lifted. You will experience abundance and golden times when this card shows up. You may also wish to explore essential oils and flower remedies. I wonder if the new skills in learning might have something to do with herbal stuff. Stay tuned, guys. I may be able to assist with that. I've got a lot of plans ahead. There's so many herbs and flowers and things to go through. There's a lot of tutorials to do. And I also plan on adding even more on Patreon when the time comes. I'm going to go into more detail. The first batch of herbs are going to be ones you can commonly find in the grocery store. That's my goal. That's all going up on YouTube. Just start the basics, and then we'll go into more detailed stuff. So this is also a hint, hint, nudge, nudge for me to get going on that. Yes, spirit. We all need it. Okay. Let the bees show you the ancient wisdom, and if you listen, they will show you where the honey is. Have a 10-minute sun bath each day, if you can get it, okay? Smell the flowers, taste the honey, and let the golden age begin. So let's get some more sun bath. If I can get it to work. Kind of. There we go. I'm going to as much glare as possible. That's not going to work. All right. The sun moved over too much. All right. So I'm going to pull from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle. And it should not have any glare with this deck. The next two decks. The last two decks. All right. All right, Spirit. What else does the collective need to know at this time regarding our New Year's Eve portal? New Year's Eve day. Heading into 2023. Ooh, we got two. Of course. First one out. Connect with water, ocean, water spirits, and hydrate. So drink more water. Take spiritual baths. Just be around running water. Listen to rain sounds and any watery things. Okay, just water, water, water. Also pay attention to your water sign placements in your chart as well for more direction. Okay, there may be a hint, hint, nudge, nudge there somewhere. And we'll go ahead and read the whole dang thing in case it might ping some other idea for you, okay? The Samabaju of maritime Southeast Asia are often called sea gypsies, as they reside in seaside settlements or on small traditional wooden sailing boats. The term Sama describes the people who built houses and settled on the land, whereas Baju was used to describe the nomadic groups who lived on the sea in boats, which the Baju people have done almost exclusively for centuries. Some Sama Baju begin to live in settlements with many small houses built close together along well protected shorelines. Some of their homes are built on stilts directly over the ocean and are connected by narrow bridges or planks. In addition to their highly advanced navigational and seafaring skills, the Sama Baju are legendary for their exceptional free diving abilities. They can hold their breath and dive to great depths to collect pearl shells and other sea life. The Sama Baju believe in Umbal, ancestral spirits who can influence the weather and fishing activities. It is thought that the Umba will reward the Sama Baju by granting good luck favors or punish them by causing accidents. When they build or launch a boat, the Sama Baju perform a protection ritual, as each boat is thought to have a guardian spirit, a Sumunga, who protects the vessel and the people on board from harm. The water spirits are calling to you as they know you have a connection to natural water sources, such as lakes, rivers, oceans, or ponds. They want you to heed your urge to visit the water. This card is a reminder of the benefits being near water brings you. Water relaxes your mind and body and allows you to feel at peace again. You do not have to live on the water, but you may like to book a holiday or visit a place with water to which you feel drawn. This card comes to remind you of the importance of drinking clean water and hydrating your body too. Drinking water helps flush out toxins. It can also help you ground your energy. Look at how much water you are consuming. You may need to drink a little more when you are physically active, in heat, or if unwell. And if you're awakening, especially because your cellular activity is moving so much faster. Being hydrated helps you concentrate. So have a glass of water when studying or learning something new. Yes. All right. You also have spirit guides, insight, guidance, and purpose. The Lakota belong to the Great Sioux Nation, a group of tribes indigenous to North America. The practice of humblexia, crying or questing for a vision, is central to the Lakota people's spirituality. Before embarking on humblexia, the quester visits a holy man for guidance. The quester then enters a sweat lodge and shares a sacred pipe with the holy man to cleanse their spirit. That's another form of water right there. You got your steam, right? After prayers are sent to Wakan Tanka, Great Spirit, the quester takes their sacred pipe and tobacco to an isolated place where they will be alone without food or drink for 1 to 4 nights. The quester pays attention to messages, signs, dreams, or visions from their spirit guides. At the end of the quester's time alone, a symbolic object, such as a feather or stone, is collected and kept in their medicine bundle. The quester then returns to the sweat lodge where the holy man helps them decipher the messages and signs so they better understand their meaning. Your spirit guides are calling you. They want to give you clear messages to help you on your true path. You may not be able to go on a traditional vision quest, but you can embark on a spiritual journey. Learn more about who your spirit guides are and explore ways of communicating with them. Make attempts to hear, feel, see, and sense your spirit guides. If you're unsure of how to communicate with your spirit guides, meditate and ask for a sign about who your guides are, and ask for help from a spiritual friend or mentor. It is the right time to connect with your spirit guides. You are ready now. Do not be afraid because your spirit guides are already guiding and protecting you. Pay attention to any object you feel drawn to, such as a crystal, rock, or feather, which you can keep as a spiritual talisman. If you find a special item, keep it safe and use it in your spiritual practice. All right, and we'll close this out by getting one piece of guidance from the Foxfire Kitsune Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. Praise and thank you, Spirit, for the collective. Final guidance. Thank you. Thank you all. You love it. Okay. You have card number 43, Foxfire. And I think we're going to go ahead and move the fairy bee over here so that we can get this nice and close for you guys. 43 breaks down to a 7. 7s are a protective number, and 2023 is a 7. Perfect. All right. At this moment, there is confusion over which direction to take. There are decisions which need to be made, but at this stage, there is no sense that one way will be the right way. Amidst this inertia and inability to choose comes this kitsune, wielding with it the luminous power of foxfire. With this magical flame, worries and concerns can be burned away, and the dark road ahead, upon which you have been stumbling, falling, hurting yourself, and becoming lost, will now be lit with the bright fire. This kitsune knows you have been lost and will take you forward with a long, bright chain of fire, stretching into the distance. But first, like the fox, you must find your courage and begin to walk forward into the fire around you. As I look at inner strength. Okay, that's funny. All right. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, right? In this way, there will be no flame that can burn you. There will be no harm or regret, but simply the active movement in the direction of the flame, which will provide you with all you need to know at this time. Let yourself see clearly the flames dancing and the road they dance upon. See clearly that movement itself will save you from the despair which has led to the sense of futility and loss. And know that this kitsune's role is help to you now, and to see you through till that clear path is fully opened and bright, and you can find your way on your own once again. And with that ability, your passion and desire for life, your daily rejoicing in simply being here will return too. The negativity will be burned away until all that remains is the hope and the courage and the passion once again. Trust the fires of the fox and begin to step into the bright heart of the flame. Love it. So there's a lot going on here, but it's all going to end up beautifully. Just lots of learning, lots of healing through fire and water. I'm seeing that a lot. Tapping in, making sure you shine light on a lot of those shadows, right? And getting that divine wisdom from self, following your spirit guides, tapping it to your soul star chakra. So the new year is upon us, and this is a good time to develop all of that extra and keep going. Just follow your spirit, right? All right, guys, there you go. Have a good one. Happy New Year.